coast, like a place called Oban. It's the wettest town in the whole of the British Isles. I think it rains 2 days out of 3. Can't imagine why anybody would want to live there. Or
I can understand that. Yeah, no, I thought Scotland and the U.S. I thought the Scotland and the U.K. kind of broke apart during the EU thing, or maybe I got my information mistaken.
Oh, you're probably thinking of Brexit, but no, it's Scotland, England, Northern Ireland, Wales. They're still all part of the group, the UK. Although I don't know in the future, they may all kind of break up. But yeah, there's a big shebang going on with Brexit. Breaking away with the other European countries. But not unlike what happened here with NAFTA. But you can be sure of one thing: it's all about money. And unless you've got a lot of it, it's not going to do you a lot of good. But anyway, very nice to make your acquaintance, Ron. Not really very active on the DMR network, but you have to keep up with technology. Just on the net, I just came off. I was telling the net controller I was using Fusion for a while. I had a Yaesu 991A, but there weren't too many repeaters around locally. But now there's quite a few have sprung up, so it may be time to get back into it. In this hobby, it's almost like computers. If you don't move forward, you really get left behind. Over.
Oh, roger that. I can understand that completely. Like I talked to some of the older hams, they go, "What, DMR? Oh, that's not a ham band. That's a computer stuff. Blah 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 blah. It's not real radio." I hear that from some of the older hams. I'm just going, it's radio, still the same. We gotta use our call signs. We gotta be registered with it. I consider it just the same. I understand why you may not call it radio, but I can go on a repeater and still get into DMR. And, you just listen to them. DMR. Yeah. So I was like, whatever.
Yeah. That sounds like you've got a handle on it there. A VA3VS returning. Yeah, I consider myself, I'm an old guy. I've got 62 tons on the coil. I'm really getting up there now. I'll be retiring. This is my last year at work, so next year I'm hopefully by this time next year I've retired, sold up and moved. I intend to move to the East Coast, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, if it doesn't have tubes sticking out of it, I get kind of confused. But yeah, I've tried to get into a lot of the digital stuff, but I draw the line at HF communication that way. It's not for me, and it's quite popular, and I get that, but it's not something that I think I really want to get involved in. But there's so many avenues in this hobby, and you couldn't do it all, so you have to pick what you really like and go with that. But yeah, it's an ever-evolving hobby, and yeah, well, I guess if you're DMR and Fusion, you're going through an internet connection and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, in some shape or form, it's all radio. Over.
Yeah, definitely, I do agree. Yeah, there are hobbies where I'm looking at it like, well, I do a hobby that not a lot of people do, which is 3D printing. I enjoy doing it. There are people that will look at it and just go, "Oh, that's ridiculous. I won't get into it." It's like amateur radio. Sometimes you just got to try new stuff. Don't be afraid to do anything new, as I put it. And yeah, so I do DMR because, well, also I don't even have an HF yet. That's another thing I gotta work on. I failed the test by 4 questions. I was wrong, or else I would have got my HF. So I gotta sit down again, write the 100 question test, pass it with 80%. I passed it with 70 though, but not 80. So I gotta pass it with 80% or greater, and then I'll get my HF privileges. But it's more of I just gotta sit down and restudy again.
Yep, well that's it. I tell people here it's like HF propagation. You maybe tuning across 20 meters and you hear a rare DX station, and you call the guy for an hour in the pilot, losing your voice in the process, and you don't make the contact, and you feel a bit down about it. But that's a great thing, because it'll make you come back the next day and try harder. If every time you keyed up and you made the contact, you'd soon get fed up with the hobby and you'd be collecting stamps or something. And it's the same, you say you didn't pass your test, but it'll make you more determined the next time. I always remember over in Scotland when I took my first driving test, I don't think I was ready. And I didn't make any major mistakes. I made quite a lot of small ones, mainly because right at the start I made a mistake and it played on my mind, and instead of concentrating on the rest of the test, it just, everything went out the window. But when I went back for, my retest a couple of months later, I was supremely confident. I knew what to expect. I wasn't nervous, and I flew through it. And I'm sure you'll do the same. It's no big deal. It's only a test, and you'll get through that, and you'll carry on. And that's the thing. It's a great hobby. There's so many avenues, and if one thing doesn't suit you, try something else. But it's almost a bit like, as you get older, you have to keep moving. You have to keep going. And it's the same thing with the old brain there. I haven't done a lot of CW for the longest time, but I've tried to pick it up again, because it keeps you mentally active. It's important to be physically active, but you have to be mentally active as well. Over.
Definitely, I can agree with that. With the VA3 FUC, communicate with VA3. Oh shoot, I forgot the last two. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, I agree with you on that part. You always have to be active, keep the brain sharp. Like for myself, I could do CW, but I tend not to do CW just because, well, I don't need it for this band, for the 2-meter, but it'd be nice to, go back, reteach myself again. But, I'm not in a rush to do that, which I really should look at getting back into doing CW and stuff like that, because I didn't enjoy it when it was.
Yep, QSL. Well, I'm sure when I retire I'll have plenty of time. Although it's strange, people I know here that have retired, they tell me, don't think you're going to have plenty of time to put your feet up in the shack and rag chew all day. You'll probably find you're busier than when you were at work, so I think I've got a big shock coming from it. But either way, I'm going to enjoy it. That's the main thing. Do a lot of biking and kayaking, so there's quite a lot of bike trails where we're going, and lots of little lakes and stuff, so kind of looking forward to that one. Anyway, looking at the time, I better make tracks and head downstairs and make my peace there, or I'll be in trouble. Spent a lot of time outside yesterday, didn't do any radio work at all really, but I've been in and out the shack all day, so I better make an appearance. Anyway, very nice to make your acquaintance on here, Ron. I've took a note of your call sign, and if I hear you on here again, you can be sure I'll give you a shout. I'm on afternoon shift for the next couple of weeks there, so I won't be around in the evenings. But any time I'm in the shack, I've usually got the radio on. By the way, it's an MD 380, and I'm using one of the hotspots. VA3FUC, VA3VS, over. Very Scottish, over.
VA3VF, VA3FUC. Yeah, when I'm like going, what's the last two letters? What's the last two letters? Just slipped my mind. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, I'm running a Pi-Star down here on Simplex with my Uniden HD1 radio. So yeah. Anyways, I have to get going myself too, so I'll give you my 73s and I'll stay on for the last 73, then I'll be clear.
Nothing heard. Anyway, VA3FUC, VA3VS. 73, Ron, have a good evening. VA3VS QRT.